Hello everybody, it's Bea from Bespoke Crafts and welcome to my channel. Before I get started, can I just say a big massive thank you to everybody for subscribing to my channel. I really do appreciate it. Today I'm going to speak through the video rather than doing voiceover, although while I'm editing I might find that I'll pop in and say something. So thank you so much for subscribing. Please click on the thumbs up button to go me excuse me, to show me your likes. Give us a comment. I love reading your comments. I always answer them. If I'm late answering them, I do apologise if I haven't seen them. And if you select the notification bell for me as well, you'll get informed of my following videos. And like, share if you like. I don't know whether I've said that. If I have, I've said it again for you. Anyway, so yeah, thank you so much everybody for subscribing. Right, today's video is day 18 of the Gummy Pan Advent Calendar. I'm clutching on my colours. And as you can see, this is made me go wow. It is, it's bubbles. So you get 3 little bubbles and the little bubble container and the wand. But you also get a little die just to show the bubbles popping. So anyway, I'm going to leave that in there. I'm going to put this back in the envelope. I've cut out 4 of each because I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I am definitely going to be layering up the container. I've got the colours out to do the bubbles, and what I've done is I've cut them out. You see how frugal I am, look at that. It's literally just made it in there. But there you go. I don't like wasting paper, as you can tell. So what I've done, excuse me. So what I've done is I've cut out 4 lots of the bubbles. I've taped on the back to keep them in position because it's going to be easier to colour them because they are so small. The colours that I've chosen, I've gone for pastels. I've got G130, which is acid green. I've got RV130, which is cream pink. Y040, which is Calamania. That's not right. I can't hardly read it. Anyway, Y140 is yellow or lemon. And BG4, which is mint blue. So I'm going to start with the bubbles first. I'll go through one of them at normal speed, and then I'll colour the rest at higher speed. Okay, so first of all, I'm not going to be using an awful lot of colour at all. So now I'm just going to blend through with the green. You really don't need an awful lot of colour with the bubbles. I'm just going to place the yellow just on the top, like so. But I am going to blend them in. I always just wipe the tip of my blending brush off because you don't know what you've had on there. I might end up putting a little bit more pink in this. I just want to drag it to the centre. So yeah, I'm just going to add a little bit more pink. And that blending really does just make that little bit of difference. So there are one set of bubbles. So I'm now going to fast forward and do the rest. So there you go. I think that green was possibly a little bit too dark, but there you go, it is what it is. So I am going to stack up on the top and the bottom and the label. So I want some nice bright colours. I'm just going to have a think about what colours I need. Right, so the colours I've gone for are Y070 Acid Yellow, G050 Collall Green, and GY7, which is Sugarcane. So I'm just going to colour where the shadows would be, which will be underneath the twisty top. And the bottom. And along the label. And also, because you're doing you want the impression that the piece is round. If you just go around the edges, just with a little bit of dark as well, it gives that impression. And that's a tip from Kelly Taylor. She's a brilliant colourist. If you haven't seen her, I would highly recommend you go watch her channel. She's brilliant. Hello everybody, I am popping in on the voiceover. I've chosen these yellows and I've chosen the greens, but the greens are, although they are very pale, they've completely overtaken the yellow. So what I've decided to do is keep it is, but you choose a slightly darker green, literally just to go around those edges, just to give that additional shading, which it does look better for it. And I'm also, once I've finished colouring, the top has got a little slit in it, which you can see me just having a look there. When I'm gluing the the layers on, I'm trying to make sure that I don't glue the slot up, because I'm not sure whether I'm going to be using that or not. So yeah, you just have to be careful when you're applying your glue. So this is the first time I've ever tried to use the Create on such a small, tiny little piece. So it's taken a few times, but I got there in the end. It wasn't quite where I wanted it to be, but I wanted to put a little label on that said bubbles. So like I say, it took about 3 or 4 attempts. It's a little bit too near the left, but it is all on there, so I'm quite happy with that. It just shows the versatility of this little printer. I wanted to put the remnants of the liquid still in the wand, which is what I'm looking at now. There's 3 bubbles, and I tried the medium, it was too small. It fitted perfectly, but that's not what I wanted. So I started with the larger one, and it was perfect, but it didn't come out with the outlook that I wanted. So I've come up with a solution, which I'll go back to the video for this one. Let me just see if I cut them out in acetate, if that's going to give a better effect. So I've got my piece of acetate, I put it on that little piece of black card so I didn't lose it, and I've decided to use my Gina cake and cut. Now the brilliant thing about this little machine is that you can change the pressure, which is what I did, because as we all know, acetate is very difficult to cut through, but this is a thin acetate, I don't know the thickness of it, and I took it through 4 times I think each one. I changed the pressure down to -3 and it cut through straight first time, which was absolutely brilliant. And also it's got the magnetic plate, so you don't have the risk of well, you have that extra security of knowing that your dies are not going to move, although I do use a little bit of tape on there as well, just for belts and braces, as it were. And when I've done, you'll see, well, I don't know whether you'll see them properly, that I cut out, I think I cut out 4 sets. Just paste them on this paper, so let's have a look, see if you can see them. I'm going to have to go for darker colours. Which is fine. Yeah, I'll show you that on a piece of white paper and then I'm going to fast forward. So this is the card that I'm going to be using. And I think that looks alright. All zoomed in, aren't I? So I think it'll improve as I'm doing it. So I'm going to go fast forward in now. Just so you're not watching me. I might actually end up cutting it out, I don't know. We'll see. I decided as well to use the blender just to soften the edges of them, and it did improve how they looked. So what do you think to them? I think they've come out quite well. Actually, use a bigger one. Just sandwich them together. I would like to have some dimension, but I prefer, I want to have that in there, so I'm not going to have both because it'll make them too thick. I should have used my little stipply brush because that is good. So now as I'm putting together, I've picked these tweezers up. They're the wrong ones, the round ended. So eventually, in a minute, I will find my proper little tweezers. There we go. And it really is effective. It's worked. I'm quite pleased with it. This stipple brush is an absolute genius of an idea. I use it all the time. It is just so easy. So I'm using the just a colour from them. So I've used the darker green for the wand on this one and the darker blue on the wand for the other one. I'm just deciding whether I want it in or not because I haven't come to how I want to present the card yet. So I haven't looked at placement of anything. I wonder, I'm thinking again. I'm going to use your green because we have green dish soap. bothered about that. So that'll sit like that. And these little bubbles. I'm going to pop up like that. So time to get the inch cut out again. Change the settings to 0. Now I don't want to squash the embossing paste, so I'm so sorry that you can't see what I'm doing. I can't believe what a numpty I am. Anyway, it is what it is. I'm sorry about that. You'll see it in a minute. Now, here I'm putting the bubbles on, and because it's acetate, you have to be careful because you don't want to see the glue. So I've put tiny little blobs of glue on, but I've taken a lot of it off with my finger, and you can't see the glue at all, which is really quite an effective way of getting the bubbles to stick down. And it's a really effective way of sticking acetate down. Anyways, fast forwarding now, I'm just putting the card together. My fat card base is 5 7/8 by 5 7/8. I haven't used a matten layer, and as you can see anyway that I've used foam tape. You can't see it because I'm just doing it now. I'm ahead of myself. Sorry about that. I put some glue stick on the back of the foam tape, just to give you that little bit of wiggle room. And there's today's card. Hope you've enjoyed the video. I know it's been a bit of a one, but I will see you next time. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, or maybe not. I'm at hospital today and tomorrow, so there might not be one until Friday. All right, everybody, take care. Bye for now. Bye.